Yes, sir. Episode 3 coming in hot like some Johnny Cake at Village. You don't know what time it is already, man. This the Cuz and Cuz Sports podcast. This your boy, the Breeze, the coolest Breeze. I get my cousin in the building, Mountain in his house. And you don't know, Richie Man in the building. How you feeling? You don't know. And then we get D in the biz. What you saying? Everything blessed?
Everything blessed, man. I want to give a quick shout out to one of my dogs, man, because I wouldn't even be on this podcast. I wouldn't win championships or nothing in NFL if it wasn't for my dog Steven Steele, man. Supporter of the pod. He actually checked out the pod without me even sending it to him. So shout out to you, man, because if it wasn't for you, you put me onto football, and he's the reason I was an Eagles fan. So shout out to my dog, man.
Hey man, yeah, shout out to you, man. Everybody who rocking with us, that means are you in the locker room? So we're gonna shout you out. Are you in the locker room with we? You know what I mean? So big up yourself. Keep telling people to subscribe and watch the pod, man. This is the hottest pod to me, in my opinion. Ain't even got eye on the pod. I feel like this is the best sports pod out of the Virgin Islands right now. You know what I mean? And we aiming to be the best sports pod ever. You know what I'm saying? That's what we coming. That's what we coming.
Whenever I see these shades on, that means we win some fucking money last night. That means we win some fucking money last night. Yeah, Richie.
Shit.
Fuck around with him. We win some fucking bread last night. All that perfect fuck they went out with. Man messaging me, what? These the man with bets, man. I don't need to fucking take you bets. I don't know what you're doing. Alright? Huh?
Shit.
Huh?
Hey, big facts, man.
I went sleep thinking about this fuck, Wake up, say, nah, wait till I get on this fucking pad. Wait till I get on this pad. I had to do this fuck too. Need everybody to know. Take my fucking spreads. Fuck I seen here. Continue though.
My game, these man bet on, it was the Thursday night game, man. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Eagles last night. The Eagles came on top. It was an under 7 spread. Give me your takes on that last game. What you think it went in the Eagles' favor?
I stopped. So the freaking the Vikings need to figure this shit out quick because they 1-2 right now. They don't have no rushing game. They have 0 rushing game. That part, not Madison, he belong in Basura. I don't know where he belong. But they're relying on the passing game heavy, which is working, which is good. But you always need that, player to hold you down, rushing the ball and so, you know what I mean? The Eagles, I love what I see from them, man. The offense was clicking. The ball moving beautifully. Hurts, he really growing on everybody, man. That dude leadership was showing last night. Obviously, you could see what he and AJ Brown were going through in the sideline. He come up, he didn't do no petty shit with AJ Brown complaining. He didn't, you know what I mean? He didn't fuss or anything. He just stand on the side correctly like a veteran, you know what I mean? He didn't do nothing like them young cats would have do. There would probably been an argument that had to get separated. Jalen Hurts ain't do none of that shit though. I love what I seen from the Eagles, man, and I might be changing my Super Bowl winner if that man keep growing like that. But Vikings
you and Debo to hold hands.
Vikings need to fix this shit though.
I don't like what I seen from the Eagles from both games. Mac Jones and Cousins had over 200 passing yards, and honestly, it was the turnovers that saved them last night. That's something with the Vikings they have to figure out because both games identical turnovers, fumbles, interceptions. They just keep turning over the ball. They gain after these slow starts, and they just messing up the game. They're 0-2, but honestly, it's supposed to be 2-0 because the Eagles, to me, honestly, they didn't play good. When they wasn't turning over the ball, they had the advantage. That's really it. The defense trying, the defense doing the best they can do. But as far as the Eagles, I don't feel the Eagles is playing good. That's just my opinion. I don't feel that way.
I agree. I don't like it. I think we gain away. I think we're such a good team that we gain away with bullshit, and that's how we gain these wins. Hurst, I like Hurst game management at a certain point, but I mean, we had 48 rushing attempts for 259 yards. The real moral of the story is it get to a point where part of me was like, you know what? Let me just run it down the for the rest of the game, and if that man can't stop it, that's what we're gonna deal with. You had Swift with 28 rushes for like 175 or something like that. I don't like how it looks, man. If that touchback don't get called back, is a whole different
Game.
game. I mean,
Whole different game.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit worried. Hurts. I mean, I didn't expect Hurts to be as great as he was last year. He did play a decent game, but I didn't expect him to be as great. But he had turnovers as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
I want to see a little bit more out of the offense. To me, they could have really tear up the Vikings. The Vikings is the defense is shit, to be honest with you, in my opinion. So we could have really tear them up, and I'm a little bit worried, but I still think we're good. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we still 2-0.
I'm not worried about Hurts, but I don't feel he had a good game because both of those rushing touchdowns was off of turnovers, and I honestly don't feel he ain't playing good. As far as fantasy wise, he played good last night, but as a
Mhm.
just as a NFL quarterback, I don't feel he played good the last two games. That 2-0, I won't be comfortable with that 2-0.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't like how they looked against the Pats neither. Like I said, we're winning, but to me, it's like close games. Watching the game, for some people, they look at the stats and they feel like whatever. But watching the game, like for example, Kirk Cousins put up crazy numbers. He played like shit the whole game. Like, to be honest, it's a lot of just inflated stats, but they really didn't play that good. But if you look at the numbers, you're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Wow, Kirk Cousins, wow, you know what I'm saying? But it really wasn't that good of a game, you know what I'm saying? To me, to be honest, without being biased, that's a game that the Vikings should have won, to be honest with you.
What's your biggest surprise? Like which player that you weren't expecting to showed out in that game?
Right there in your face, this fucking Swift
I was
saving
expecting that.
niggas,
I was expecting
saving
that, by the
niggas.
way.
Richie, you expecting that?
Yeah,
What
you
clearly you
damn right. Who
expecting
else
it
going on?
because
Which
you
he sent me the
started.
trade.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I started the man. I knew he was going to go off.
That offensive line is different, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
offensive line.
Swift is different too, though.
I don't know, Richie. I gotta see more.
The only thing for he
because
was
when
injuries, you know.
All right, so let's talk about the spread. You guys made some bets last game. Bets that I contributed into as well.
finally, finally, hey man, I just here tonight. Me and Richie here. Everybody give Richie hell, but we here tonight. We work together and we take down the dragon. We here tonight. We here tonight.
Yeah, so Charles did the over for 48.5 and D picked the under. You obviously could see by the score it was well over 48.5. So big up to Charles. Also, they had a spread +7. Mountain and Richie won that one. Me and D had the Eagles -7. We lost that one, so that's an L for me and D. And another win for Mountain and Richie in the win column.
I
So,
just
yeah.
want to say, if you go through episode 2, me and Richie literally said we had the Vikings, the spread, we had them +7. We literally said they might not win. I honestly said the game would have go by a field goal, but that was a perfect spread. D was 4 for 4. Guess what? He 4 for 6 now, and I 5 for 6. You lucky
Hey.
I don't have. You lucky somebody have my belt. I'd have come in with my fucking football belt right here. Boom.
Hey, redemption
Right
weekend.
here.
Redemption
Right
weekend.
So I just want you to know this shit's serious between me and you. Don't think it's just you and Richie. I ain't this fuck too.
Redemption weekend.
You're competitive in here, but
You mean it's for money? It's
I know,
money.
but like,
It's money we betting on, fam. You crazy?
the
I
the
know
man
the
ain't like
bottom,
that.
man.
D didn't want to miss last week. The man
Man.
out there like, I could shoot too, you know.
I can shoot too. Yeah, because the man running all the plays for D, and they just have me in the corner, bro. Like, come on, draw some plays up for
I ain't
me
gonna
too.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. People was saying that D was going on sick for
Hey,
the bets.
bet with
Though. I
web,
ain't gonna
man.
lie.
That's the motto.
Dog man messaging me saying, "Hey, what's the Facebook so I can get some spreads?" I was like, "What the fuck, bro? You never asked me for no spread. All of a sudden you want spreads from D? Get the fuck out of here, dog."
Bet with web. Start playing
Bet
with
with
web.
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 Like that.
Something,
like that.
so something must get catch in the web.
Hey, accident. What happened?
Alright, man. So something that wasn't too funny last night between Jalen Hurts and Brown. On the side, then it looked like they get into a real heated argument.
That'll happen in sports. where especially when you're close to the person, I mean, when you're close to them, you feel like you're comfortable enough to like tell them however you feel with any type of emotion. Me and Chris, we playing basketball with each other since we small. We had moments like that. We had a lot of
I ain't gonna
moments like that.
lie. When I see people that close game arguments, I always think about it. What if me and Mountain like get drafted and we playing 82 games together? Dog gonna have so much times throughout that 82 games that we gonna be
Bro.
so pissed at each other, dog. Like,
But because it's like a respect thing, like is you expect more from the past, especially like when we play open run. I will be more on Chris because I just expect more from him. He might be more on me because he expect more from me. But in that situation, I just feel AJ Brown just hasn't been getting the ball as much as he wanted to. And he didn't. He had 4 touches last night. He didn't have the best of game. And the first game, he didn't have the best game. He had 75 yards, I believe, around that area. So I feel it's just frustration. Like I said this from episode 1. Football is a tricky sport. You can be doing, especially if you're a wide receiver, you might beat somebody. You might be open and you didn't get a ball, so it gets frustrating over time. And that's why I said about Hurts not really having the best game. He's not having the best 2 first games. So it's just frustration. And then, like I said, they close. And there's a heated moment, and
did any of you feel that Hurts handle that situation? How he handled the situation? Richie?
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, man, I like how he handles the situation. He displayed his leadership. I personally think AJ Brown will out the line. I know that stuff will happen on the field or any sports you're in, because you know what I mean, you're competitive and all that. But the Eagles are winning.
Most
man.
definitely.
Like, it's not like they were losing. They're behind. I open. You're not passing me the ball. They're winning, dog. So that mean you mean to tell me whenever you see friggin' Devontae Smith score a touchdown, you just on the sideline hating or whatever, or you know what I mean, like not boosting me up
Preach.
because I scored that touchdown. You know what I mean,
Preach.
like that. Like
Preach.
you know, in the back of his head, he hating you. Check. Like bro, be a team player, dog. Like the coach said, our conversation stays in private. You don't do that shit. Like you talk to you in the locker room, you be like, hey dog, man, like me ain't gonna lie, man. Throw some more balls over here on my side or go talk to the offensive coordinator. He the one that'll call up the plays, really. Jalen Hurts to execute. But I like how he handle it, man. I love it.
That shouldn't have happened. Especially that y'all winning by the amount that y'all was winning by. Honestly, we don't know exactly what triggered him. We don't know if Hurts said something. We don't know if this been happening from some time. We don't know exactly what happened.
We know if Brown been in or Jalen been in Brown girl DMs. We know none of that thing, you know what I'm saying? Shit got get a little spicy in the locker room. Nah, dog. Nah, for real, Hearts were too calm, dog. We gave the man a little bit too much credit. He go calm like if he did some nasty shit.
I think for one, I think it been going on for a while. I don't think this is nothing new. Like I was sharing earlier, Devontae Smith been out to getting target way more than no, I wouldn't say way more, but he was getting target more than AJ Brown altogether. Last year, just so happens AJ Brown had the bigger plays and the touchdowns. But I like how Jalen Hurts handled it. I mean, like y'all say, they win. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's not really make a big deal out of that. And then to be honest, if we're being real about it, them niggas is playing more pressure on you, bro. They point the zone on your side. Of course, Devontae Smith don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Like he more open, and ain't like he's a bad player. You know what I'm saying? The man nice, so of course he can get more targets.
Nice
but
as fuck.
I feel like it was inappropriate to do that in a game with first of all, and I think they know they're not playing good, and I think that's kind of what creating a little bit of tension too. So he open, he like what going on? The team ain't really playing that good, even though they get a win. And I feel like that man, the little tension building up. I feel like he been noticing he ain't been getting as much targets. And of course, he don't want to eat, you know what I'm saying? He come from Tennessee with pies like that man are just rooting here, you know what I'm saying? Pass everything to him. So it is what it is, though. But I don't respect it. I don't respect it neither.
All right, man. Let's get ready for the pickums. Richie got shoot. The intro song. The intro song for the pickums. Gotta pick 'em all. Gotta pick 'em all. What? Oh, we about to do it? Oh, man. I remember first game at the Sunday. We got the Raiders and Bills, dog. Who are you got?
Bills.
Actually, you think of the Bills.
Tú tienes the Bills, okay.
Too easy.
Okay. Ravens and Bengals.
Ravens.
Bengal.
I'm going with the Bengals as well.
All right, Chiefs and Jags.
Chiefs.
Jaguars.
Jaguars as well.
Chargers and Titans.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers as well.
Ooh, I don't ever fuck with the Titans. I realize that. Packers and Falcons.
Falcons.
Packers.
And with the Packers as well.
Oh shit! All right, Seahawks and Lions.
I have the Lions.
Lions.
Lions
That's
as
our
well.
Lions hoodie. Okay,
Nah.
see you. The horseshoes and the Texans.
I
The Colts and
have
Texans.
I have the Colts to win this game. I think Richardson gonna have a really good game this game.
Rookie
Colts.
QB matchup.
I have the
Colts.
Colts as well. Not a game I'm excited about.
Nobody gonna be watching that game. All them game come out at the same time too. What? Gonna be the least. Even the people them at that game gonna be on their phone watching other games. Like, fuck, gonna be crazy. All right, Bears and Bucks.
I have
It's a tough one.
I have the Bucks.
Bears.
I'm going with the Bears as well.
All right. We get the Giants and the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Giants.
Giants as well.
Shit. All right, we got the Niners and the Rams.
Guy Ritchie.
Hey, let Charles go. Like, get up and go.
What you say? What you say?
I get the
let Charles go
49ers.
first.
I get
get
the
the Rams.
49ers.
I got a Rams. I got a Rams. I got a Rams.
Lord, I'm proud of 49ers, man. We got the 49ers to win that.
All right, the Jets are the best team in the NFL. I mean, the Jets and the Cowboys.
That's a big game. I have the Cowboys.
Let me get a Jets.
Of the Cowboys. What?
Ooh.
I
Okay,
have
with
the- I have the-
Zara Wilson. I mean, Zach Wilson.
I get the Cowboys as well, man.
All right, Commanders and Broncos.
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 Broncos as well.
Miami and the Patriots.
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 Get Miami.
Yeah, I'm dealing with no man, no, I can see. You pick the same thing yet.
Now we got the
Yeah.
Bills. I think we had the Bills.
Think we had the obvious ones.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
obvious ones, yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
Rams.
what we hope will be
The
the obvious
toughies,
ones.
the toughies, the toughies, All right, the Saints and the Panthers.
Saints.
Saints.
Saints as well.
There we go. Continuity. All right, we got the Browns and the Steelers.
I'm going Browns.
Mike Tomlin. Steelers.
Game with a massage man. Give me the Sean Watson.
The massage man. Oh, fuck. Hey, that's what forget Richie Collins, man. Bill Cosby, dog. Like, he like, what the fuck that be Bill Cosby?
Yep,
Hey,
massage.
man. All right, man. So right now we about to do hot takes, hot Johnny Cake takes. Everybody gonna give, their hot takes and let we know why they decide with that. Then before I ain't gonna even let you voluntarily go. I just want to know why you picked the Rams, Richie. Get us started on that hot Johnny Cake take right quick.
Well, like I said, man, I got a Rams, man. Look, I love Purdy. Remember, I've been bragging about Purdy.
Pretty.
It got power, not 3, 4, or 5 man for whole. Carl Donald, right? I recognize you, right? That dude is a terror on the field. He make any other defensive lineman look good. I just personally feel like Stafford good enough to dissect any defense. I love Stafford. That Super Bowl champion. Like that dude experience. He play. He's like I don't want to say poor man's Brady, but a mid man Brady. He manages the game. He get a dude Nakua Pakua, whatever the fuck Achua. He get a dude looking like he's the next Cooper Cup. I like Tutu. Damn, that name is horrible. But yeah, man, like I said, and then they found a nice little gem in the running back room. What you name, Williams?
Yeah.
Because that dude Akers got to fucking go. Whatever the fuck he doing. 22
I
attempts for
started his
29
one,
yards.
Scott. Kyron
But-
Williams.
Yeah, man, I get him to win, man. I get him to sneak out a win, you know what I mean? Because in betting, man, if everybody know betting, I always get upset every week. And that's my upset of the week. That's the hot take right there.
For me, Giants and Cardinals. I'll be honest with you, I don't feel the Giants is that good. I don't feel the Giants that good, and I don't feel the Cardinals is as bad as what everybody think it is. So I got the Cardinals to win that game. Would I bet on them? Do not. Let me get this clear. These are not bets. These are not bets. Don't fuck is up. Do not take that plus 4.5 and say I tell I to take this. This is not spreads. Do not take this. This is just me talking out my ass.
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Mountain and Richie make me lose my rent money.
So, if it's not the spread, do not. If I do not say take this spread, don't take this spread. It's just
It's
me
hot Johnny
giving a
takes.
yes.
That's how we feel. But
That's how I feel. But I ain't get a boss to put money on it. It's just how I feel.
I have my hot take is the Jaguars, man. Let's talk about the Chiefs, man. I don't like them. I do not like them this year. I don't like what I'm seeing.
You like that because they blows you in the Super Bowl. Oh, my bad. Can't you?
Nah.
That's all my time I make on mute, man.
You don't
Nigga.
like them because they lose to them in the Super Bowl. And they talk all that shit. That's why he don't like them.
Nah,
Let's be
man,
honest, dog.
Me
honest.
biased. Nah, man, the man ain't looking good, man. I don't know who the wide receivers is. The man just tossing up like Richie said last week, man. The man just passing to whoever the man went McDonald's and said, "What? You look tired. Get on the field, man." Playing the Jaguars looking good this year. Trevor Lawrence, I believe in him. Calvin Ridley playing good. Christian Kirk, not the best, but playing decent. They got good running backs. They have a good system going on over there, and I don't like how the Chiefs looks at all. I mean, I think Chris Jones is back. I think he did sign.
Kelly
So
back.
that'll give Lawrence some problems, but I think it'll be a close game, and I think I get a Jaguars, man. I get a Jaguars. Another hot take I want to talk about as well that I noticed. I noticed everybody was talking about not paying these running backs. Nobody want to pay running backs.
Damn, that shit
What?
crazy.
It seems like running backs is running the league right now. We got how much running backs with 20 plus carries? We had Eagles last Thursday night game with a 48 carries. Everybody two running back up, but it seems but nobody wants to pay the running back. So what is it like? What's really going on? I don't get it. I don't agree with it. To me, there's no reason why Jonathan Taylor does not have a great contract coming up. I don't see
There's
why
no reason.
why
He's
is
young.
Saquon fighting for money when he is the Giants? Like,
Fact.
why
Facts.
Dalvin Cook is playing back up to Brees Hall and can't get a contract, and they running Madison, Mr. 2 yards per carry, whatever the hell he had Thursday night.
Facts, bro.
This shit ain't making no sense, man. So hey, pay the box, man. Pay the box. If I want a Madison, you know, your boy ready to be signed, you know, I take a little 250,000 and go out there and rush for 1 yard, you know, fumble the ball if I want me to do that or not. Ain't no vibes.
You see, you the reason why they not getting paid. Because you would take that. But no. In all seriousness, no. I see where both sides coming from, man. Because you could draft a fucking nasty running back in the first, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. Don't matter what pick, and just put him in and they nasty, dog. Like, I don't know, man. I still don't agree that kicker should get more money than running back and shit. It's a risky position, but it's proven, man. Fucking Chiefs win without a fucking legit running back. That man just got a system running back, and teams just think they don't gotta pay for them. They just put a offensive line. You got quarterback, receivers, get them weapons, and win a Super Bowl. I don't know.
That's a fair point. That's a
Um,
fair point.
I do feel it should get paid, but I shouldn't feel it should be as long contract as use Ezekiel Elliott, for example. And when he's running, some majority of these run backs when they get paid, they might be good for like the next year or two, but like how much good running backs? It's not a lot of good running backs that stay good past 28, 29, 30 years old. You know, a running back,
Mileage.
a running back career is it's not that long. It's like young to early 20s, mid, halfway going into like 28, 27. That's their prime. That's their prime. A next reason they don't get paid is like these owners just feel like if you have a good offensive line, the running backs,
Don't matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
the running backs don't matter. You got a good offensive line, just plug anybody in there. And then a lot of teams, if you don't have a good team, some running backs wouldn't perform, even if they're really good. Not all, but majority of running backs they can be really good, but because the team just so bad, the offensive line is just really bad. They just don't perform as good. So, like Jonathan Taylor, for example, is like he should get paid, and he's young. He should get paid. But like I feel like with these owners, they just don't want to give like them long 4 or 5 years contracts. I feel like that's the issue when it comes to the running backs and the owner situation.
I like that. I like that too. I didn't think about that perspective in terms of the contract length. But
Yeah,
I think that makes sense. Pay them, but pay them less over time.
yeah, because it just is the contract length, and it's just a history of running backs. Like they don't. Why would you want a running back that's like 29, 20, 30 years old, and you got a young player that's coming in that's faster, probably way faster now and more durable.
I could fuck with that.
So usually a running back will go in. Usually a running back in a rookie year is 23, and they are under contract for 4 years.
Yep.
So like they're like
Yeah,
26.
that
They usually average out around 26, 27 for that big contract. So like that's why I said that's where the confusion come in between that age group. They want to get paid the 30s. They want to get paid that 4 or 5 years. And it's like, I 26. I know you good. You's 25. I know you really good. But do I want to pay you at 28, 29, 30?
Yeah,
That's
true.
where the issue is at. They just don't want to pay you at that age. Because then running backs know if they only get a 2-year contract, anything can happen. As any position, they get injured the most. So it's like them 2 years ain't guaranteed. And even after the 2 years, it's like, damn, that you gotta perform every single year. Like every year you gotta keep performing. And that takes a lot out of your body. So
No, I could see that.
All right, man. We got a plethora of games this football Sunday. What stands out the most to you on the sports book? What spreads are you think are gonna be racking with this football Sunday?
Well, I could go first. So first on my spread would be the Ravens versus Bengals game. I get Bengals -3. I just think it's Burrow time to shine. Higgins gonna be eaten. Chase gonna be eaten. Irv Smith gonna be eaten. Mixon gonna be eaten.
What about Boyd?
Who? Yeah, man. Lamar Jackson did not look so good against the Texans. And I know y'all said that he don't have a bounce back game, but that was his bounce back game. But I guess Bengals -3. My next game, Seahawks versus the Ski Mask Lions. Ski Lion -4.5.
Why is the ski mask?
That boy,
He's rubber man.
Yeah, Gardner Johnson post up his ski mask. I miss Gardner Johnson, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I vex he need a team, man. I'm gonna bring energy.
Yep. But yeah, man, I got Lions -4.5. That Gibbs/Montgomery duo is disgusting. Like disgusting. But they need to like split that load a little bit evenly and not towards Montgomery. Gibbs need to eat some more. Amon St. Brown, monster, should be in the same. Let me not say the same. Should be below Justin Jefferson as best wide receiver.
I have to.
They got Reynolds. They got Laporta. I love the offense, man. They got good offense. Hopefully the defense hold up against Geno Smith. But yeah, Lions -4.5. And then my next one, obviously, Dolphins versus Patriots. High flying scoring game. We just need to contain that one animal, man. That's all, dog. Like that we call it the cheetah. Contain him, man. We win the game. Let Waddle tear we up, man. You know what I mean? We'll be all right. I trust Bill Belichick. I got Patriots -3. Commanders versus Broncos. I got Broncos -3.5. Russell Wilson, man, he get weapon back. He get Judy back. Judy and Sutton lining up. I don't think too much corner's gonna be stopping them guys. Javante Williams, a sleeper that I've been trying to get from a partner that I know, and he don't want Grady, but it's a different story. I think Russell will cook, man, but Commanders did get chased back, so you know what I mean. But I said put your rent money on this 4-man spread right here. You know what I mean?
So I'm taking the Falcons -1.5 spread. Second spread I don't agree with y'all or how y'all feel about the Chiefs. I feel Patrick Mahomes different, and I feel he can just target. I feel his receivers is fast enough where they can get open, and they're not that bad. And there's a handful of them. It don't matter who getting the ball, they're going to get the ball, but it's Patrick Mahomes. So I feel like that -3.5 is crazy to me, so I'm taking the -3.5 Chiefs. My next spread is the Saints. I don't feel the Panthers is that good, and it's a division game. I feel the Saints is way better than the Panthers. I feel the Saints is going to be the team to compete with the Falcons when it comes to the division title. I'm taking Saints -3. I agree with Richie when it comes to the Seahawks-Lions game. I have the -4.5 for Lions. I don't feel the Seahawks is going to beat them. I feel like it's going to be a high offensive game too. So that game might go over. I wouldn't say to take it, but I will be taking the 47.5 over and the Seahawks-Lions game. I feel it's going to be a high offensive game because I feel both teams are going to play good offensively. I just don't feel like it's going to be a good defensive game.
All right. On the
Good.
motto. I already know the motto. This is your favorite part, you know what I'm saying? Get to hear me give my bet with webs, you know what I'm saying?
Bet with webs.
We're
Webs.
gonna try to make up for that Thursday night game. So I'm gonna start off with the Giants, man. I like the Giants. I like the bounce back for Daniel Jones. I'm taking the Giants -4.5. I think we're gonna start off with that one. Going back to the massage menace, Mr. Deshaun Watson. We share the same name, but we don't share the same habits. I'm gonna go ahead and take the -2.5 on that Cleveland game for sure. And then the Buffalo Las Vegas game. I did not really want to touch that game too much, I ain't gonna lie, because I do not like how Josh Allen is turning over the ball. But the Las Vegas Raiders is really shitty at containing receiving running backs. We got our boy James Cook ready to walk. This a hot take. I'm gonna bite the bullet on this one. I'm gonna say give me -8.5. And the Buffalo Las Vegas game. And then we're gonna run it off with our over under. No Austin Eckler. Give me the under and the 45.5 and the Chargers Titan games. So we're doing some risky gambling this weekend.
Hey man, up to this next segment, we calling it risky flex because we ain't gonna be out here saying like, yeah, make sure you start McCaffrey or make sure you start Mahomes, Richie. It's a risky flex. Flexes we shedding light on certain players that would be on most bench that could potentially give you something crazy if you start them this week. Why you have them?
Or it can be a player that just having a rough week, or the news a little rough and you scared. He might be your RB2 and right receiver too, and you just don't know if you should start him.
I'll kick us off. I'm going to kick off for the sits. Sits of the weeks, Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry. I do not like him this weekend against the Broncos. Pat Sortin is going to lock his ass up. Our boy that I talk about, I don't know if I didn't gas him too much, but let's remind ourselves. I don't know who the quarterback is for Washington again. What his name is?
Sam Howell.
Yeah, no, he's not him. He's not him. He's not him, mate. And Terry Dry and Patrick Surtain for probably watched the most of the game. So I would sit him. I wouldn't start him. On that note, I would just jump to our start because the start is right on the other side of the field in the slot position. I think. Jahan Dotson. Dotson had a great first game, and because Surtain is going to be busy dealing with Terry, I think Dotson going to put up some numbers. So definitely start Dotson, bench Terry. Another one, Drake London. We benching Drake London. I know everybody was hyped about him, but to be honest, we benching everybody.
That's a great bench. That's a great
bench. That's a pass catcher and the and the Atlanta Falcons, especially when what's his name? I think it's Jair Alexander shut down DJ Moore in the first week. So what can we expect him to do to Drake London with whatever quarterback, another quarterback who is they don't have no faith in. But that being said, start DJ Moore. I think last week he was locked up. I think it's gonna be a really good game for him. They passed the ball a shitload on the Bears, surprisingly. Go ahead and start DJ Moore. Sit Garrett Wilson. I'm sorry. Sit all the Jets receivers.
Oh shit. That's a good one.
That's fucking risky.
That's risk. I like that shit. Nobody gonna listen to that shit, but I like that shit.
Yeah,
Chris popping up right now.
Nobody ain't gonna listen to that fuck, dog.
I like that because if that shit plan out the way he wanted to plan out, Webbs.
Listen,
take Webb takes.
Webb the genius.
They're dealing with lower quarterback play. Our offensive line already proved to be gap. We see what the Cowboys do to the Giants' offensive line. Less quarterback play corners. Sit Garrett Wilson, man. You can sit Cam Akers. Yeah, sit Cam Akers for the rest of the season. To be honest, you better hope you get one more good game out of him and trade him.
That's me, man. Fuck. Why I draft that nigga, bro?
Cause get him out of the bench or something.
Why I draft that nigga, bro?
I draft him in a league and I ain't feeling good about it no more.
Fuck. Why you draft that nigga, bro?
It'd be like that. I don't close out my last two stars because that's all the sit. So just to reiterate, we sit in Terry McLaurin, we sit in Garrett Wilson, we sit in Drake London, we sit in Cam Akers. So far I've given you start DJ Moore for sure, start Dotson for sure. My last two, Hunter Henry. I like Hunter Henry a lot. I know Richie like that take there. I like Hunter Henry a lot this game. Miami, they're gonna be throwing the ball crazy. Hunter Henry had a good game. I think Gesicki might have a little revenge touchdown against Miami, but I still think it's gonna be enough work there and enough passing there to for Hunter Henry to eat. And then lastly, I was going to go with Rashad White because of the matchup, but I don't like how y'all talked about the Giants. Start my boy Danny Dimes. Fuck is I talking about? Danny Dimes is a start this week. You know what's crazy? You know, I had Anthony Richardson in my starting lineup in fantasy. We putting in Danny Dimes, man. Daniel Jones is going to have a good week. I promise y'all.
He gonna have a good week. I just don't feel they're gonna win.
I don't care if they win. Long as my boy Danny Dimes give me some good fantasy. in this segment. Well, actually, I did have the Giants to win as well. So Danny Dimes starting last week was a bad situation for him. I don't know. It's a hot take for Mountain that Arizona, little shitty ass team, gonna win, but I think the Giants walk over them. Just to reiterate again, we're starting DJ Moore, Dotson, Hunter Henry, and my boy Danny Dimes. For the sits as well, we are sitting Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, and Cam Akers. Stay away, ladies and gentlemen.
My starts, I'm a star. What the fuck, Richie? What am I supposed to mean?
Now that was Chris.
Chris? Chris, what the fuck? Cuz?
Nah, the man just call out my whole team. What the fuck you want me to do? You want me to, the man just tell me to sell out my whole team. You want me to just sit over here quiet, dog? I can't say that.
Why you didn't do that when he was talking? They start talking. I even say one name. Why you? Why?
It's
fuck I
still
do?
hot, dog. That shows the long lasting effect of what the fuck the man just said. The fuck hot in my feelings, dude. Gone, man. My bad.
No,
Sorry.
no, you emotional right now. You get out. Get out. Go ahead. Get out.
Dog, I have
Get
Garrett
out.
Wilson on my team, right? And I have no wide receivers to sub in for this man.
I
I have
I'm
Hopkins.
looking at it
Hopkins
like,
we have
what?
0. I have Deontay Johnson projected to be 0. These motherfuckers don't have O's, they're just 0. I have Jacoby Myers out. Like, I have no wide receiver. I just have to go in the free agent pool and pick up Sky Moore. Like, what the fuck, dog? Like, I don't have nobody else, dog. Like, I don't
Hey,
pick
have
up
nothing.
Sky.
Dog.
Guy more shooting the hot take. Bring the boss out. Ring the devil into a hot take. Sky more weak this week.
Start Sky. Let me hear that. Let me hear that, D. Say it, please. Let me hear it.
He ain't that risky.
He that risky.
God, dog.
Yeah,
That motherfucker there, man, light up. I don't have a choice, dog. Alright, cuz God, true, man. Fuck.
All right, start Zay Flower. Start him. This is the guy. Start Zay Flower. He's that motherfucker. Start Zay. Last week wasn't a fluke, and he can only get better. Lamar Jackson, they even threw the ball good last week, and he can have a better passing yard game this week. Start Zay. Also,
hold on. Before you move on, let me ask you a question. You starting Zay Flowers or you starting Keenan Allen?
what wrong with you, man? Fuck.
That's tough.
That's tough because that's tough.
That's tough.
And I'm gonna explain to you why it's tough with my last sit. I'm gonna explain to you why it's tough. So I gonna get back to that.
We're gonna spin the block.
We're gonna get back to that one. Start James Cook. Start him. They're playing a horrible rush defense. Start James Cook. Man had 16 touching yards last week. Start him. He gonna have a good game. And if you want to bet on him too, if you want to take his spreads, he might get a touchdown too. So you might want to look into that also. Start. I know y'all gonna start him. Gibbs. Do not feel scared about Gibbs' situation. He gonna get more touches. They done already said they're gonna give him more touches. So I just let you know it's more of a feel comfortable. Don't panic. Don't want to trade him, but give him a chance. They say they're gonna give him more touches. Don't let last week fool you. Keep Gibbs in your lineup. Don't feel no way. Don't panic. Don't put in the trading block just yet. Start Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is going to have a really good week. He's going to have a good week. Start Tyler Lockett. I feel he's going to have a really good game. I don't feel that Gino had a good game last week. I feel he going to bounce back and he going to have a good game this week. Start Tyler Lockett. All right. My sits. Sit Pittman. I ain't say this because I playing you, Richie. I promise you. I not say this because I playing you, but sit Pittman. Last week he only had a good game because one of his passing yards was a deep throw.
Yeah, he had a deep ball.
Yeah, he had a deep ball. So I don't feel he's going to have a good game. I don't feel he's going to have a next pass like that. Sit Pittman down. Brian Robinson, please sit Brian Robinson down. He's playing a really good Denver defense, Russian defense. Sit Brian Robinson down. He's not going to have a good game. Sit DK Metcalf. I feel Tyler Lockett is going to overplay him this week.
You and D some wild man, dog.
DK.
How are you get these man sitting, dog? Wilson, DK, like, are you crazy, dog?
That's not a take, boy.
That's a flaming take. Imagine you have both of them, man, dog. You have both of them, but you watch this part and you just bench both of them.
Put them out like this. Okay. Wilson?
Yeah.
All right.
Say less, dog. Okay.
Not DK too, man. Oh, God, man.
And DK?
Oh, God, man.
I trust cause podcast. All right, for sure. No problem.
All right, last one. If Eckler does not play, do not start Joshua Kelly.
I agree.
Do not start him. Do not fucking ride the hype train. Sit him down. Titans defense, Russian defense is really good. Do not start Joshua Kelly. Do not. If Eckler does not play, don't start him. I promise you, he's not going to play good. So I'm gonna start from the top. Zay Flower, start James Cook, start Jameer Gibbs, start Tyler Lockett, sit Pittman, sit Brian Robinson, sit DK, and if Joshua Kelly end up starting, sit him.
This is crazy, dog. What the fuck?
Which one you say?
I have Joshua Kelly now. What the fuck? I was watching my team. I'm on fuck starting. I ain't taking that man out this game. Fuck all of that, dog.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck
Hey, my
all
turn?
of that, dog.
My risky biscuits?
Yeah,
Your risky biscuits.
Hey, before I go,
Your funky flexes.
just no Mountain saying sit my calf because I get here and I get Pittman starting. Both wide receivers.
I swear to God, I didn't know you had DK.
But anyway,
What fuck I see?
back to this crap right here.
Some target tips.
I call him. I get him a question in life.
Let me
My
name
trade
team.
for Pittman now, bro.
Let me name your team, man. Sit Herbert, sit Mixon, sit Moss. No. But free. So my 4 bench. I know I picked the Rams to win, but I got the Rams winning without their running backs. So I got 2-for-1 special. Sit Cam Akers and Kyron Williams. They're not gonna do nothing against 49ers defense. I sorry, that D too good. Pause. Hold on. Hey, look.
Hey, yo, fam.
Hey, wrong kind of hot take, man. My bad.
Man, you right about flaming hot biscuits. You right
yeah.
for that shit. You right. Yeah. So that's what you say, Richie for last, dog. You know what I mean?
I can't breathe, dog. Hold on. Hey. No, but for real, man, don't start. They ain't gonna have good games, man. Combined, they gonna probably do something like under 50 yards. Let me do another 2-for-1 special. I give you a good one, Chris. Bench, Cook and Brees Hall. Both of them ain't gonna do nothing against that defense either. Cowboys gonna shut that down. They're gonna load up the box. But yeah, that's my 2-for-1 special right there. And then the next tip is Zach Moss. I don't like him.
I
don't like
beef against running backs.
No. Look. My sit is running backs for real. Anyways, but
I guess
let's
Zach
be
Moss
honest.
starting.
They running back is Anthony Richardson. Let's be honest. That's the one who gonna be doing the little QB reads and all that, man. Like none of them running backs gonna do good. And then my next one is, I hope Chris don't get too mad because I think Chris owned this dude. Sit Najee Harris down versus the Browns.
Just
He's
drop into the waivers.
Going to do good. I don't know what is wrong with him, but he's not their running back. Their future running back is what's your name, Warren? I love Warren.
Please unleash him. Please, I'm waiting.
That's my 4. You know what I mean? That's my 4 sitting, and then my 4 start is start Anthony Richardson. He's a must start. He gonna run the fuck out of that ball.
That's a good start.
My next start is a person that Mountain said sit. Chris, you should start him. Joshua Kelly. Start him. Start him. Over 15 fantasy points. Guaranteed.
Say no more.
Remember I called
Got
that.
you.
Over 15 fantasy. Just sound like a hot take.
Listen up, man.
The man had 15 last week.
And then, you know what I mean?
With Michael play?
Who am I not to call a Patriots, man? Hunter Henry. Start him. That's a tight end right there. Led in fantasy points, all tight end. Obviously, Kelsey was out. And then Mark Andrews. And then the list just dwindled out. The rest is shit. Start Hunter Henry. My next one. You know, I had to dig in the free agency because I know people, when they're looking to start players, they're looking at free agency, right? Start Hunter Renfrow. Jacoby Myers is out. Hunter Renfrow. Remember his name. Start him. Remember, I call it out now. Start him. He is 17% rostered right now when I looking at the stats, right? Start him. He's going to have a good game. If you don't have no
lie to you.
wide receivers out there.
if you hit on that
Able
one,
to pick
I
you up,
would give
man.
you your props because that motherfucker was not even on my radar at all.
Hey,
Hey,
y'all
hey,
lucky we got wide receiver
hey.
limit. Y'all just see bling.
and then my last one, but not least, I know he high on a lot of people list. I'm pretty sure he got like 4 interested tab with him. Rashid Shaheed. Start him. Pick him up.
From
Start him.
New Orleans.
Saints. Start him.
I like
Derek
that.
Carr and him. They build a good rapport. And last season, at the end of the season, when he had his starts, he was playing hella phenomenal. Start him. But yeah, man, just a quick recap. Bench, the duo Akers and Williams. Bench, Cook and Brees Hall. That's 2, but it's a combo deal. Bench Zach Moss. Bench Najee Harris. Next, start Anthony Richardson. Start Joshua Kelly. Start Hunter Renfro. And then start Rashid Shaheed. That's my hot takes.
All right, I'm gonna ask that before we move on. I want.
But you saying start Sky Moore?
No.
Who?
No.
Like, hey, let me drop this one. I thought that was a good. I thought that was a good pickup, dog. I was like,
That's a great pickup. That's a great pickup, Chris. He gonna have a good game.
It's only week 2. You never know.
Chris,
But
he gonna-
one was the
Chris,
greatest week 1. You never.
He gonna have a good game. He gonna have a good game.
But I want to double back, man. I want to double back. I got 2, 3. Well, write it down. 2. So I want to know. I want to double back on Mountain. I want to hear. And for the people who watching who know my team, some of these players happen to be on my team. I already know what I'm going to do. I just want to hear the takes because I feel it's a really good conversation to have. But let's talk about Zay Flowers versus Keenan Allen. What are you thinking? What are you guys thinking?
I think Keenan Allen probably gonna outplay him.
So I think Keenan Allen gonna outplay him. I'm gonna go as far as saying Zay Flowers is not going to score over 10 fantasy points.
What?
I think. Listen,
Hey, boy, I see why you trading.
I think he's on the radar on scouting reports. Obviously, the game plan for teams was probably like, oh, they're gonna throw the ball to Odell, or they're gonna just run the ball with Lamar. No, Lamar was slinging it to Zay Flowers, man. So you know what I mean. He opened a little eye. Bengals gonna read that. They probably practicing for y'all know in practice because Odell is a fucking washed up piece of shit. They're gonna drop after this week.
I hope. Hey, what? Oh, Paul Signal.
But anyways, Keenan Allen, man, right there I seen Tennessee is ranked 31st in passing. Like, yeah, you gonna have
they are a rush defense team.
Mhm.
So they're gonna stop. They're more for like stopping the rush.
Yeah.
So,
And then the last one I want to ask, why y'all feel about the trade? So just so for the viewers, me and Richie made the trade. Michael Pittman. I gave up Michael Pittman for his Zay Flowers. I'll let y'all give y'all take, and then I will share why I did it.
as a commissioner, so like when I had to watch trade, I'd always put myself in like both teams' shoot of why they made the decision. So I'd always see like why both teams did what they did. So like I don't know, it can go both ways. This is like legit how I think of when I see a trade. I was like, this trade can go both ways. Zay Flower can actually he can honestly be that next person who might be ranked in the top 20 next year. He have that type of potential. So we don't really know what's his like potential. Then Pittman also last year he was supposed to be that guy, but he had a bad year and he started off the year good this year. So it's like both of the upsides, you can see the upsides. They have strong upsides. So honestly, that trade can go either way. Somebody might lose it, somebody might win it. I don't know who it's gonna be. I'll be honest with you. I don't know who gonna win that trade in the long run.
So I'll go ahead on why I accept it in less than a minute of him sending it to me. Cause we did not discuss the trade, but I see it, and I see my eyes just pop open like, oh, Pittman. In my head, I thinking Pittman last year. If I don't know, Pittman was ranked like what top 20 in fantasy. He went like in the second round or some fuck like that last year. And who the fuck was his quarterback last year? I can't even fucking remember. Was it Matt Ryan? Was it who was it? Who was it?
Matt Ryan, yeah. Matt Ryan.
man.
Pointing nigga like God and I mean,
Nothing too, you know what I mean, crazy. I love his quarterback right now, man. I think them man gonna build a good connection. And yeah, man, I jump out. How I look at it when I trade, especially first week, I jump because I drafted Zay Flowers like 120 or some fuck like that. I think you drafted Pittman in like the 80 or 70. How I look at it is I jump about 5 rounds, or not 5 rounds, like 4 rounds, and you know what I mean. And I really wanted Pittman in the draft, so I get him.
Chris, you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, basically how Richie described it, like, is how I view it too. But at the same time, I gonna always big up this rookie class, man. Like, they talented. Like Charles said, Flowers could be something special, you know what I mean? I could see why Richie do it too. You know what I mean? As you could hear him from before when he said Lamar done already had his chance to have a breakout bounce back game. So he probably not big on Lamar this year. So he probably like, yeah, these receivers for the Ravens gonna be inconsistent all year. You know what you gain with Pittman. You know Pittman is a stud. You know he nasty. You know talent is talent. And he more seasoned than Flowers too, so he's more of like a solid guy. And then you know Richie is a flipper dog. He's a type of dude that like if you don't like something and he sees some value in it, yeah man, bring it man, yeah, bring it to the junkyard man, he fix it up and I was suddenly and he flip it quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, bring it. Bring it again. They're gonna flip it. So don't be surprised if Pittman by week 4 end up on the next team for some friggin' star running back or some shit. The man, he's a flipperist, so I understand why he do the trade.
I like that, cause
yeah, man, that's Richie. Bring it. Yeah. Bring it.
I am clipping that.
Dog, if I ain't in your fantasy league and I ain't the first person to make a trade in that fantasy league, then I ain't a fantasy league. That's how I feel.
Way more than I don't even want to trade till like week 3.
I never scared, bro. I pulling that trigger, bro.
But I'll share why I made the trade. So this is my philosophy. And just for the viewers, I think like 5 or 6 time champion, you know what I'm saying? So we got a little bit of accolades behind what you're talking about, at least from my perspective. When it comes to my bench, I just want pure upside on my bench. So while Pittman is cool, Pittman is not going to see any play over any of my other receivers, in my opinion. So for me to just have him on my bench is kind of useless. Zay Flowers has a lot more upside, in my opinion, because he's on a better team. And in my opinion, though they didn't have a good first game, Zay Flowers had 10 targets. He got to get more targets. And people say, oh, Mark Andrews going to come and take some over the middle work. But, I mean, Zay Flowers to me could work anywhere. You already said Odell ain't doing shit. I feel like that's a connection that could pop. And if it pop, to me, I win the trade. I like Pittman, and I think I had Pittman last year. No, Mountain had Pittman. I had Pittman in another league. But I just don't trust, and as much as I like Anthony Richardson, he's on my team. I don't trust his accuracy, and like Mountain shared earlier, he did have that one play which kind of put him over that hump. Without that play, he had a shitty day, to be honest. So that's the perspective I take from it. But I'm interested to see how it will work out, to be honest.
All right, man, that brings us to the end of our episode of the Cuz and Cuz Sports Podcast. D. Richie, once again, thanks for coming through and sharing our football brain, our football mind. We're doing something special here, doing this sports pod. And I really having a fun time while doing it, man. You could sit down and talk about sports for hours, and you could always sit down and listen to sports for hours as well. So we want to thank everybody that's in our locker room with us. We love Vio. Big up ourselves. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. This is the new and improved sports podcast to tap into. We out.